to live chat, not top chat. Hi, Connie Miller. How are you this morning? I don't know why my phone is acting crazy here. Hold on. Go back. Okay, I think it's ready. All right, so who's on besides Connie this morning? Hi, Connie. If it's just you and me, we'll have a good time, won't we? All right. Anyone else on this morning? I see 2 people on. Goodness, what time is it? 10:07. 3 people on. Natasha's here. Good morning, Natasha. Megan Curley. I finished the boys' rooms. Yes, Megan. I'm so happy. Hi, Debbie. Good morning. Lisa Iao. Good morning. Yasmin Sierra. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So happy to have y'all on here. April Epp. Good morning. Rosemary from Texas. Good morning. Gail Buster. Didn't I see a comment from you recently, Gail? Haven't seen you in a bit. Larry, where did we have a comment from Gail Buster? Oh, it's on our RV channel. Hi, Gail. Good to have you back. Hi, Benazir Bari. How are you this morning? So nice to have you. Trudy Potts is here, my dear Trudy. Used to mentor her a long time ago. Still doing good, Trudy? Drop my pen. Hold on. Hi, Pat Hinky. Good morning. Good to see you. All right. Let's see. I think I have Debbie Ernst. Yeah, I have Debbie. I'm mentoring her this morning. Right, Deb? Marjorie Johnson-Taylor, good morning. Hi, Marjorie. Karen Prather, good morning. Glad to catch you. Thank you. Dottie Batchel is here. Good morning, Dottie, from Texas. I think we have some new folks on here this morning. Please let me know if you're new so we can welcome you properly. Lisa Chapman is here. Good morning. Love the sunflower. Mr. B is here. Happy Monday, everyone, he says. Benazir says, well, thanks. Gani Shoughton Lauren says, hi, Kat. Hi, Gani. All right. All right, so how have you been doing? Hi, Susan Funk. Good morning. You're new. Welcome, Susan. Everyone welcomes you. We're so happy to have you here. We'll keep you on the wagon. If you fall off, we'll pull you back up. Gina Perry. Good morning, Gina. All right. So have you been doing your things? How many of you are doing your routines on a daily basis? Just give me a thumbs up if you're doing your routines. Karen's not new, but never catches me live. Well, Karen, I recognize your name, so I know you're not new, but I'm sorry you're back. I mean, I'm glad you're back. I'm sorry you missed us. Hey, Margaret Rose. How are you doing today? Natasha says, welcome to Susan. Thank you. Thumbs up if you've been doing your routines. Here's mine. Debbie Johnson, good morning. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, good morning. I get to register my 12-year-old for his vaccine today. The online queue site says he is number 38,309 in line. Oh my goodness. Hi, Tony Rose. Cheers. Michelle Kennedy says, yes, she's been doing her routines. Awesome. Susan Funk, yes. Blair Bush Project, kind of yes and no. It's all right. Focus on the yes. Good job. April Epp has been doing them. Yes. Megan Curley, yes. 2 hands up. Anybody else? Debbie Johnson, no. That's okay, Debbie. Jump back on. We can do it. Today, get your morning routine done right away. As soon as you get off, go make your bed, wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair, swish the toilet, wipe out the sink. Those are just 2-second things. Empty the dishwasher or dish rack, and make yourself some breakfast. You'll feel better. And you know what? You'll be surprised when you go through those things that you probably have done most of those. Megan says, yes. Blair says, exactly. Tina Henderson says, good morning, doing my routines. Thumbs up, Trisha. Did I call you Tina? I'm sorry if I did. It's Trisha. Trudy Potts, yes. Marjorie Johnson-Taylor, yes. Marjorie Johnson-Taylor. Are you new? I don't remember your name, Johnson-Taylor. I don't remember that hyphenated last name. Karen Prather says, yes. All right, I love it. I love seeing that. There's 40 or 50 people on here, so I know a lot more of you have done most of your routines. Gani says she's done hers. Tracy said, good morning, Kat. We are working on our morning chores right now. Yes, love those babies. They are so sweet. Lisa said yes and no, mostly. Tony Rose had a marvelous Mother's Day. Oh, fantastic, Tony. Me too. Pat Hinky, I'm going to work on sewing room today, getting room for dear son to come home at the end of the month. Yes, Pat, don't overdo it. Just a little, okay? A little every day. Sabine Doulos, yes, I've done, you know what? I've got my earplugs in. What is that? I've just done my home routine. My home blessing. You did your home blessing already, Sabine? Awesome. Elizabeth Sato, thumbs up. Carrie Joy. Thank you, Elizabeth, for that. Carrie Joy, working on it. Good morning. Hi, Carrie. Natasha, working on my weekly home blessing now. Marjorie says, not new, haven't caught the live in a long while. So that's why, Marjorie, I'm glad you're back. So glad you're with us on the live. Kelly is here. I'm going to start afresh like a newbie. Kelly, you're so funny. Remember, we don't put ketchup on anything. We don't pour ketchup on anything. We don't try to catch up. We just step right back in and keep on going. Step right back in and keep on going. It's a mind thing. We don't catch up. We just step in. Okay? Gani said, all done for today. Go, Gani. I've got my sheets done because I actually did them yesterday. Did I? Or day before yesterday? Day before yesterday. I did them on Saturday. All right. Well, who else is on here? Did you do something this morning? Have you started your weekly home blessing? Perseverance. That's right. Remember, did you guys see my video? I'm trying to remember if it was on uh, Patreon. Oh, it was on Patreon, so you might not have seen it. But on the Patreon videos, I have one called Consistency Trumps Intensity. There you go. Here's some other things that are on the Patreon channel. Smoking gun. I wonder what that's about. Multitasking. Can we or can't we? An element of fun. And everything is a project. Those are some fun videos that we had. For you guys on the YouTube channel, we have 3-layer cake, open spaces, and why baby steps. Those are all good videos. Plus, Larry put a really, really good one out last Friday for you on YouTube, which is, and actually for Patreons too, if you've been digging around for it. It's the how to do the Flylady system for little kids. And then next Friday, we're going to do how to do the Flylady system for big kids. And then the last week, we're going to have how to do the Flylady system for teenagers. So if you have kids, these are designed for them to watch. You might want to watch it first and then let them watch it. So it's designed for them. Okay. All right. Let's see. We've got a bunch of popping in here. Let's see what it says. All done for today, Gani said. Tony said perseverance. Okay, I read those. Sabine Doulos in the Netherlands. It's already 4 p.m. All right, Sabine, I don't care. I'm proud of you anyway. Tony Rose, sheets are in the laundry. Yes. Mr. B said, want to be personally mentored by Flylady Kat? Join Flylady Kat's special mentoring Patreon channel and be in the special private group. And there's the link for you. So if you need some mentoring, you can do it 4 times a month with me. 25-minute sessions, live, face-to-face. We'll do some type of a live chat most times. And there'll be occasions where we have to do it by phone, but most of the time it's face-to-face. Or if you want, you can have twice a month. Or if you just want to test it out, or you have been with me for a while and you're ready to just get some maintenance, once a month. So those are the 3 levels that you can sign up for personal mentoring. Personal mentoring is $25 for 25 minutes. So each session is $25, or once a month is $25, twice a month is $50, 4 times a month is $100, and well worth it. Your house will look a whole lot better, a whole lot sooner when you have someone to hold you accountable and to help tweak that system. I don't have a curriculum. I don't just put you in and say, okay, day 1, do this, day 2, do this. It's not the way it works. It's based on your life, your situations, your home, your children, your pets, your garden, your job, whatever it is that's causing you frustration and you just can't seem to get it going. It's designed for you. So we'll talk about it and work on things that you need to work on, not necessarily everyone else. Okay. All right. And you can also just sign up for $5 a month and get all those videos that I was talking about, 20 of them a month. And you can go back and look at all the thousands of videos I have now on Patreon. Okay. Also on Patreon videos, there is not a curriculum. So when you go in, just watch the first one. Just watch the current one. If you want to dig around and play a little bit later on, you can go do that. But just watch the one for today. More than likely, it'll be speaking to you. Okay? All right. Let's see. Connie says, working on my craft table yesterday. Worked on it yesterday. Oh, good. Tony Rose, yes, saw that. She saw the video. Lorraine Anderson, thanks for the kiddo videos. You're very welcome. Gail Buster, just woke up. Shake a tail feather, Gail. Carol Dickens, good morning from Southern California. Morning routine complete. Enjoying catching you live for a change. So happy to have you, Carol. Boy, you got up early, honey. It's only 7:16 there versus, what is it, 4:16 in the Netherlands? So, all right. What would you like to talk about today? I'm here for you. What would you like to talk about? Would you like to talk about what we have to do today or this week, or what zone we're in, or how to do something, or what to do if this is a problem? Like one of you said that you were cleaning out the craft room because your son was coming home. How many weeks do you have before he comes home? What's your plan? What do you need help with on that? So let's talk. The zone. Okay, we are in zone 2, the kitchen this week. Zone 2, the kitchen. If you're an at-home homemaker, you're going to work today, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tuesday is your free day. So you're going to work for 15 minutes in your kitchen today, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, I will tell you that you can move your free day. So if you'd rather have your free day another day, like Friday, you can do that. It can't be by default. It needs to be planned. You can't say, oh, I messed around all day long. I'm just going to say this was my free day. That's not a good, substantial free day. You need a free day that is truly something you look forward to and you enjoy, okay? All right. So we're going to work 4 15-minute units. If you're a payroll homemaker, maybe you're at work today, maybe you haven't gone in yet, you're going to work on Saturday in 1 hour. You're going to do all 4 units in your kitchen. Or if you're a person who has that evening energy, I never did, but if you do, then you can do 15 minutes in your kitchen 4 times this evening, in the evening. Skip one, okay? All right. So that's zone 2. Margaret watched the Elvis video on the RV channel. That's funny, Margaret. As you know, Larry and we live full time in an RV, and we traveled to Alabama and we went to different places while we were there. Our RV channel is called RV Life with Kat and Mr. B. And I think, is that what it's called? RV Life or RV Living? Larry will put the link. Anyway, we went to Tupelo, and that's where Elvis was born. Yeah, we do need subscribers. So if you go over there and subscribe, we really will appreciate it. And we'll just try to put things that we've done. Now, we are not professionals on that channel yet. We will be. Larry bought a nice camera, and we have one of those air things that fly around. What's that called, babe?
Drone.
We have a drone. We have a drone.
A
We have
cheap one so I can
it's
practice
inexpensive, so
crashing
we
it.
don't know if he can. Yeah, he said he's going to practice crashing. But eventually we will get more professional. So some of our shots are a little snatchy, but that's okay. You'll still have fun. You get to see where Elvis was born and what church he went to, and some beautiful gardens. So enjoy that.
We'll have 2 more we're going to put up too.
Yeah, we've put up one already, the Coon Dog
Cemetery.
Cemetery. That was fun. And then we've got one for
Rattlesnake Saloon.
the Rattlesnake Saloon outside of Muscle Shoals. And we also went to Helen Keller's birthplace. That's a really nice one
And
too.
I have one of showing all the Tiffins that were there when we
Oh,
were there.
okay. And he's
How
got
they make
these
it.
are things that we've got in the hopper. He doesn't have them
Hopper.
edited yet. So we've got one on RV. Our RV is a Tiffin. It's made in Red Bay, Alabama. Everyone returns to the mothership once a year to get their little checkup. And actually, kind of the most exciting thing is to be with other Tiffin owners and have such a good time. But when we were there, Larry took videos of all the Tiffins there. So thanks for bringing that up, Margaret. I appreciate it. Okay. Here are some questions. I am slap happy. Remember, I can't remember your name. Is it Beth? Trying to remember. How about how to do the Flylady system for 80 plus women? It's exactly the same for 80 plus women as it is for 17-year-olds, darling. I'm 67, as you know. This thing applies to everybody. None of it's hard. The hardest part is mentally, when you have to get rid of sentimental things that don't really mean anything, that really aren't sentimental things, but you've held on to them for so long you just think they are. So you do it exactly the same way when you're 80. Now, there are people who have disabilities that may or may not come with aging, that may or may not happen when you're older or younger. And your disability cannot define you. And you find a way to work this gently for yourself. Okay? All right. Let's see. there's the link for our RV Life with Kat and Mr. B. Mr. B put it up. Go ahead and when you're done, click on that link, come back and click on it, or Mr. B will put it in the link below as well. So you can click on it and subscribe and share. We need to grow that channel so we can have some fun over there. When we get enough people, we'll be able to do live karaoke on it.
Live RV
Okay,
karaoke.
Jen Barletta, LOL, I am slap happy. I love that question. Okay, Jen, thank you so much. You love that question. Grace Mann, I am so excited that I'm almost done decluttering my dining room and then I'll be able to detail clean. Thank you, Kat. You are welcome, Grace. That makes me feel so good for you. Gani said, I work in the kitchen every day when I'm cooking. My kitchen is small. Of course you do, but this is when you're decluttering in the kitchen. So in zone 2, you're going to be decluttering, going through your drawers, your towels, your pot holders, under the sink, in the cabinets. And then if those things are done, then you can deep clean something you don't just do on a daily basis. Like you're wiping the stove off, you're sweeping the floor, you're wiping out the sink, but maybe you want to deep clean your sink, or you need to line your shelves, or you'd like to really scrub the countertops up in the corners really well, or you need to clean the refrigerator or the stove, something like that, or mop the floor really, really well, not 3 minutes on our home blessing hour. Maybe get the baseboards, things like that. Okay, that's what you'd be doing, or organizing your cookbooks. Hi, Antonia. So good to see you, my darling. Dottie Batchel says, I am 70 and embarrassed. Do not be embarrassed. You know, when I get new people that I mentor, that's the first thing they say. They say, I'm so embarrassed to show you. And it's nothing. I mean, to me, it looks like nothing. It looks like a little bit of things that are just out of whack. And you just need, that's why you have me. That's why I'm here, just to help you get things done. And you know, nothing's perfect. Here's Larry's guitar, right here. Right there in front of the TV and the fireplace, because that's where it is in this tiny home, and that's okay. You know, if I want to move it, I can go throw it on the bed if I need to. But Larry said I can't throw his guitar. But don't be embarrassed because of the shape of your home. If you've got clutter and paper and things in boxes and things everywhere, you just have to start somewhere. If you want it to go away, you have to start somewhere. So start with the zone and work in your zone, one 15-minute unit at a time. Don't overtax yourself. Don't overplan, but you do need to plan it, that you have it to do, okay? App Mom says, good morning, it's Linda. It's been a while. Hi, Linda. So happy to have you back. Welcome. Dottie said, I used to be a fly baby. The system works. I need to work it. Yes, you do, girl. Just jump back on the wagon. Put your foot down and just step into where we are. Just step into where we are. Today is Weekly Home Blessing Hour. Okay. Connie said, I got rid of 50% of stuff because of a move to a small house. And as I'm unpacking, needing to get rid of a lot more, overestimated how much I kept with the amount of space I now have. Isn't that true? We do that, but it's okay. You can do it. Oh, I am slap happy. Loved the video. Fran. Thank you, Fran, for putting your name in again. She loved the Elvis video.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Fran. Did she already comment on that, or?
I'm not sure.
I'm hot. Woo. I'm having a flash. I'm too old to have those. Did you know you can get too old to have those? You're supposed to get over them the first 5 years. But I'm having one. Woo. Good morning, everyone. Nicole Ernst Boris. Donnie said, I do the kitchen floor every week. I have a dog, so I need to do that. Well, yeah, and I expect you to do the kitchen floor every week. Mop every week in the Weekly Home Blessing Hour. If you have a dog, sometimes you have to do it more often. But the Weekly Home Blessing Hour, baby, could you hand me that water before you sit down? Is every week, just 3 minutes. But if you want to do a deep clean, that's probably what you mean. Hello there. I'm not sure who you are or if you are one of our people who follow me, but let me know. If not, Mr. B will take care of that. Or Marty. Carol Dickens. That's a lie about getting over hot flashes. Oh, thanks, Carol. Woo, girl. Listen, I had a complete hysterectomy at 39. That should have been long over. I'm 67, but every once in a while, they're real rare. I'll get one. Okay. All right, it's over though. Now I have a beautiful glow. Okay, hey Carl, I'm so excited, y'all. my daughter came over this weekend. Both my daughters came to say, to spend Mother's Day and give me my present. And my daughter's teeth were so white. And I said, Karen, did you get your teeth
Did you
whitened?
say there's somebody out here I need to get rid of?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
I'm not sure. She said hello there. He or she. Good
Well,
morning,
tell me to
Kat.
let
Hey,
somebody in.
Nancy. I'm from the Middle East. Okay. Are you interested in the Flylady system? Tony, hi. Anyway, and what is your first name? Have you had your thyroid? Oh yeah, my thyroid. I go to an endocrinologist because I have nodules in my thyroid. My daughter Robin had cancer of the thyroid and had her thyroid removed, and because of that, my daughter Karen and I have to go and see. And we both have nodules, and they've been biopsied, and they're nothing. They're just nodules that aren't growing. They're just there. So it's not my thyroid. It's in good shape. But anyway, my daughter Karen, her teeth were so white, and mine have been yellow lately. And she said she got Listerine with peroxide in it, the white bottle. And so I got some, and I've used it twice, and I think they're getting whiter already. Won't that be nice? Okay. All right.
Grinning like a horse on the.
Okay. Tony said, of course you're on top of it. Nancy said, yep, it's helpful over time. Sorry to hear, Kat, but glad you are okay. I also had a thyroid biopsy, but my thyroid is okay. I love that Listerine. Yay, Nicole. Yeah, well, she had her thyroid removed many years ago. It's fine. She's fine. I love your joy and confidence. I could take a few of those tips for myself, Lorraine said. Well, I'm having fun with you right now. I'm not always like this, right? Am I always like this, Mr. B?
Of course. You're always a.
He said,
ball
of course,
sunshine.
you're always like that. You're always a ball of sunshine. Of course. He said, I pretty much am. That was nice of him. Ha ha, Lorraine said. Really whiter from just mouthwash? I'm not kidding, Tony.
It's just peroxide.
It's got peroxide in it.
I
So when
like
you,
peroxide.
Larry said, just get some peroxide, but I like to know it's all fixed just right. Anyway, so you swish it around, you hold it in your mouth starts to get a little bigger,
It foams just like
and then
peroxide.
you spit it out. And then when you're done, you've got like bubbles between your teeth and all around. So you have to keep spitting out bubbles that keep coming until you rinse your mouth out. It's interesting because when I was a dental assistant, we had a client who had, I was in an oral surgeon office at one of my externships. You do externships when you're a dental assistant before you actually get in your permanent office. And I loved the oral surgery, but we had a woman who had gum disease, and no, it was a gum infection.
Get on this subject.
I can't remember what it was, but anyway, her gums were really awful, and she was at risk of losing her teeth. And the doctor had us treat her with peroxide, just peroxide. I think we mixed it with a little water. And then when she went home, she had to do that for a week. And when she came back, her gums were so much better. You have to be careful, though. That's why I don't want to use plain peroxide or insist that you do, because it can burn your gums. You need to have it in the right solution. Okay, let's see what's going on here. This is Gani. I do my living room this week. It is my birthday Thursday, and I want my living room nice in case of visitors. Yay, happy birthday. Have a wonderful birthday, Gani. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gani. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Okay, April said, trying to get back to the full system after being sick for almost 2 weeks. Yes, April, I know it's such a relief to feel better. Even though you might be a little weak from that, you can do it. Change your sheets. Val Crafts Bayou. Hi, Val. What steps can we take to be better decision makers about letting things go? That's a great question, Val, and welcome. That clutter, that emotional clutter, and you're actually talking about physical clutter, I'm assuming. It's easy for me to go in and look at your stuff and say, okay, trash, trash, trash. Ooh, that's pretty cute. Keep that. Oh, you need to actually get rid of that. And oh, you need that, right? It's easy for me because I'm not emotionally attached to the things. But to you, some of the things that I might say are trash, trash, trash. Oh no, that's a letter from my grandfather when I was 3. I want to keep that. And that's fine. If you want to keep something, here's the thing you have to know. Do you have space for it? And will you look at it on a regular basis and enjoy it. So, for example, I used to keep some birthday cards and letters in my bedside table when I had a home. A sticks and bricks is what they call it, a home, a physical building. And I would open up my drawer every quarter or so, semester, every quarter or so, and go and look at those cards and read them and enjoy them. And those were not anything I was going to get rid of. I loved them. Now, at some point, I decided it didn't fit my lifestyle anymore to keep those, and I had looked all the good off of them, so I let them go. So there are things that you may want to keep, but you have to be smart. And there's also a time that you're going to go back and say, why am I keeping this? For example, I recently got rid of my wedding gown. I was getting ready to move into my RV full time 2 years ago. And my daughter said, Mom, you're going to get rid of your wedding gown? And I said, yeah, I'm going to get rid of it. And she said, but what about your great-grandchildren? They may want to see it. And I said, well, then you keep it. And so one of them took it to her home and kept it for about 2 weeks, decided she didn't really have room for it, put it on, took some pictures in it. I have loads of pictures of myself in that gown on my wedding day. It was a beautiful gown, but no one ever wore it. No one else wanted it. And so we let it go, and she let it go. So what you'll find is as you go back and you look at things, you'll say, why did I decide to keep that? It went on your list, Margaret. Why did I decide to keep that? Why did I decide to keep that? So you might open your silverware drawer and say, why did I keep this thing? I never use it. So that initial purge might not be what it's going to be in the end. And you're going to constantly do that in your life, not on purpose, but once you get in the habit of decluttering, you're going to open this and open your cabinet and say, I've got too many mugs. Let me get rid of some of these coffee mugs and give them away. Okay? So that's what I'm telling you, is that it doesn't all have to happen at once. Just do the best you can and then go through, and then you're going to probably do another purge and another. But the second, third, fourth, fifth, etc., are super easy because they're just like on the fly, and it's like, oh, why did I keep this ice cream maker? I am not going to use it. My husband was right. And so you let it go, okay? All right, let's see. See, I'm thinking that person, okay. Okay, what steps? Okay, so that, Val, I hope that helps you. If you have more specific questions, ask me. Could you talk, Wendy Lim, hi Wendy. Could you talk a little bit about being patient with doing small blocks of work when I just want to get the job done, but it feels too overwhelming? That is another great question and a great observation. We do, as sidetracked homemakers and people with ADD tendencies, most of us do, even though we haven't been diagnosed as having ADD, we want to do that deep dive. We want to go till it's all done. We want to have that satisfaction of a job done, right? And we've been taught by people who are born organized to, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Do it hard and do it, And so what happens is you work so hard and you do that deep dive at the expense of everything in your home. So it's not like you're keeping things decluttered while you're doing this, or keeping the kids well fed when you're doing this, or walking the dog when you're doing this. You're just doing this thing until it's done. And then when it's done, you don't want anyone to touch it, go near it, walk through it, or use it. It's like the perfect room because we also have that perfectionism. And you never want to do that again because it took you 6 hours or whatever. What you're learning with these little steps, these are my baby steps. I know the Flylady system teaches baby steps in a different way. That's not what I'm teaching. I'm saying 15 minutes is a little baby step. It's a baby step. And why do we do baby steps? To create a habit so that we'll continue to do this for the rest of our life without thinking about it on a daily basis. It'll be super easy. So we want to do that. And also we don't want to set ourselves up for failure, because what happens when you make this huge commitment, I'm going to clean the whole garage, I'm going to get it all done in the next 3 days from morning to night. And then you come to the second day and your body is sore and you're exhausted because you worked so hard in there and you've made a big mess, and you say, never mind. And you think, loser, I can't do anything. instead of saying, I'm going to make the garage a project and I'm going to work on it in 15 to 30-minute increments. And I'm going to start right here by the door and I'm going to work clockwise or counterclockwise around the room. And I have this plan that I made up that says exactly what I want this room to look like when it's done, how it's going to be used, and what I'm going to do, what things I need to do, and how long each of those things are going to take, because I've taken the time to assess and make a project. And I figured out that if I work on it 2 hours a week or 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week, or on 2 hours on Saturday if I'm a payroll homemaker, that if I start it this Saturday or this Friday or this Monday or this Tuesday, then I'm going to be done with it by, pick a date, whatever you figured it out to be, June 15th. And I'm going to give myself an extra week or two in case something happens. So by June 30th, this thing is going to be done. Or August 30th or October 30th, who cares? The time is going to come anyway. And if you don't do it, or you do that crazy thing where you go in there and make it worse than it was, then when October 30th comes, it's still going to look like that or worse. Instead of having it, things been taken to the dump, things have been thrown away, things have been given away to Goodwill, and you have exactly what you need and want in your garage. You can park your car in there. You know where the athletic supplies are, or sports supplies. You know where your food stuffs that you're saving out there go. You know where the tools are. You know where everything is in that garage. Your garbage cans fit nicely over here. The bicycles are over here. The shoes are by the door here. And it's October 30th, and it's happened. So that's what we do. That's how we stop being crazy. We have to be disciplined. People love discipline. Children love discipline. You love discipline. You don't know that you do. They don't know that they do. But think about this. If you discipline yourself to do your morning routine, you're going to get up and make your bed, wash your face, brush your teeth, moisturize your skin, maybe put on a little makeup, clean the toilet real quick, swish it, wipe out the sink real quick. Did I say get dressed? I did. Go in your kitchen, empty your dishwasher or your dish rack, and make some breakfast. Do you know each of those things makes you feel good? And in the end, when you do that over and over again, that discipline makes you feel good. So you love discipline. You love having that self-discipline of doing that thing. So anyway, I think I skipped a bunch of questions here that just came in. Let's see. All right. That was Wendy. So Wendy, I hope that helps you. Natasha said, struggling to find motivation to care for my home when it's in need of repairs. We need floors, painting, etc., but not in the cards for the few years from now. Well, Natasha, I will say this. What I've discovered is it's so much easier to do those things once the house is organized. And then the other thing is, just like in anything, that's baby steps. So if you need to have your house painted, go price the paint. If it's decluttered and you're ready, go price the paint. Pick the color you want. See how much paint it will take to finish your living room or your bedroom or your bathroom. Do one little thing at a time. If you don't have the money for it, then save the money for it. Eventually, you'll have enough money to paint your living room. You'll have the money to buy the tape to tape off the windows. You'll have the money to buy the trim, the brushes, the rollers, the pans, everything you need, the drop cloths to paint or have it painted. Save the money up and continue to save until you have the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And eventually your house will slowly but surely come around. Prioritize what needs to be done, not looks first, structure first. So if there's a hole in the wall or a hole in the floor or a pipe that's burst or something like that, that's a priority. Do that first, okay? Okay, hope that helps. Let's see, that was Natasha. Okay. Margaret Rose, the Listerine just went on my shopping list. Oh, I read that already. Nancy H., with your help, I finally released my rehearsal wedding bouquet. Aw. I'm glad you did, Nancy. I had no idea you still had that. She's one of my mentees. Val said, wow, I never even thought about the idea of regularly enjoying it. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Val said, thanks for asking that, Wendy. See, girls, when you ask something else, somebody else learns. Nancy Soretta said, hello from the west, from the wet and cold Connecticut. We're going to be driving through Connecticut, I think, on our way to Maine in August. 95. We're going 95. Hildy says, hello. Finally had time to catch you live. Yay, Hildy. So happy to have you. Hello, the change. Tina Spencer, hi from the UK. Weekly home blessing and zone work all done by 10 a.m. this morning. I'm getting quicker. Yes, that's the goal. Good job. Wildfire farm life. Misty, hi Misty. You live on a farm? That's awesome if you do. Is it okay to do big family projects day? Our farm sometimes needs larger projects done and they take hours and even days. Yes, it is because that's work. You see, people don't realize that a farm, even a family farm, is work. So you're setting aside work time to work on your farm. Even a little tiny homestead needs lots of work. So you have to say, I'm going to be doing farm work from 10 to 2. I'm going to get up early. If you have somebody to milk, some sheep or goats, or not sheep, but goats or a cow or something that needs attention very first thing in the morning, really early, or you want to collect your eggs early, you need to get up early and do that little farm chore. Come in, take care of your household, and then go back to work. And then when work is over, you're done. Now, the thing about farm work is it never ends. So it's not like you can take Saturday off, but you have to figure out how I'm going to do this work and I'm going to do my at-home things too. How can I delegate some of this work and some of the at-home things as well? So you have to be creative, but you can do it. Okay? All right. And realize how blessed you are to have a farm. How blessed you are. Okay. April said, yay, Tina. Diane Padilla, good morning. I haven't caught you live in months. I know, Diana. Just getting back into our routines after moving. Any tips or advice for large family and a big move? You've already moved, so it's probably moving in or unpacking that you need tips with. And organization is the key. Organization means putting like things together. So if you can get all your boxes that go into your bedroom in one place. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be in your bedroom. Your garage could take up all the place, but you have this section where you're keeping your bedroom boxes, this section where you're keeping your kitchen things, this section where you're keeping your living room things, etc. And slowly but surely you go box at a time in your zone, if you can, go into your zone. So anything in the kitchen this week, you're going to go say, okay, now I can put my Instant Pot and my crock pot on the shelf, and I've already designed or designated rather where that's going to go. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and put the lobster pot up, and I'm going to take the tea kettle and put that out, and I'm going to do some things for about 15 or 30 minutes, 30 I would say, for moving in. Hopefully you've already got everything that you need to survive unpacked, okay? That's what I would do. And then if you didn't do it before you moved in, and even if you did, you're going to go through those boxes and reassess what you really need for your new home. Because just as someone said earlier, she underestimated or overestimated how much space she was going to have. So once you get in your home, you might say, oh, okay, I'm not going to have enough space. Let me get rid of this. Or how can I do the thing I wanted to do without having that particular piece of equipment? Okay. All right. So I hope that helps, Diana. Messa, hello, Kat. Sorry, I don't see any misspelling. Was driving. I'm so excited to catch you live. My name is Melissa. I follow you and read through Patreon, and I thank you for doing so much for me and my family. You are very welcome, Melissa. So happy to have you. Wendy Lim, thank you. You are a ray of sunshine. That made perfect sense to me. Yes, Wendy. I want to go back to Melissa. Be careful when you're riding around, sending me notes. I hope you did that at a red light. Antonia, do you have a video on how you make your bed, please, Kat? I watched your morning routine videos from years back and your bed was so neatly spread. Wow, I've been making my bed, but want my duvet. You know what? The way I make the bed in this RV is entirely different than a house bed because you have to go between walls and it's different. But if you'll watch the video on the videos that I made with Nikki at Inspired by Nikki on the playlists, you can find that there, okay? Now, for a duvet, if you're washing your duvet cover, I know that, Antonia, you live in England, and I know a lot of people in Europe and even in the United States use a duvet and don't use a sheet. I use a top sheet, and I have used a duvet, but even with a duvet, I used a top sheet, so I didn't have to wash my duvet cover every week. But if you do need to put your duvet in, you may already know this. You turn your duvet cover inside out, put your hands up in the far corners, grab the ends of your duvet, and then sort of just skin it up, right? Just pull that duvet cover up on both sides until you've got it all in there. Shake it out and button it all up. But that's a lot of work to do every week. I always go for the easier way, okay? So I suggest a top cover, a top sheet. So a fitted sheet, a top sheet, and then you just put the other on, all right? Okay. So I hope that helped, Antonia. Sorry, probably really basic. No, it's not. Duvets are hard. But anyway, okay.
Just ignore these
I
people. It's
am.
not asking about
Antonia
it.
said, okay, it's the top sheet that I'm missing. Yes, ma'am, that is. Okay. All right. What else? Any other questions? Melissa said, yes, Kat, I was at a stoplight. Finally made it home to Vero Beach. Yes. Awesome. And that's a cute little dog in your picture. Okay. Well, girls, do you have anything else you want to ask me today? I know. Anything else you want to ask me today, girlies? I don't see anything. We have 81 people on 35 thumbs up. If you do like these videos, if you would give me a thumbs up and share with your friends, that would be awesome. That would spread the word. I love my life. Randy, hi Randy, good morning. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. I did. I hope everyone here had a good Mother's Day as well. Wendy said, could you please describe how tending to your home is loving yourself? Absolutely. If you walk into a tidy, clean home, and it's your home, it makes you feel like someone there cares about the people who live in that house. If you walk into a house that's disheveled and there are dirty things in the sink and there are dirty pots in the oven and there's a ring in the tub and there's wet towels on the floor and clothes piled up on the unmade bed, it looks like nobody gives a flip about the people who live there. They're not honoring the people who live there. So when you take care of things like making your bed, when you walk into your room and that open space is there for you, which is stress relieving to have an open space, and there's no clothes on the floor, and your closet has clothes hung up pretty in there, it makes you feel like somebody cares for you, and it's you. You have to love yourself. If you don't take time to love yourself, how can you possibly love your family the way you're supposed to? I'm not saying that you don't love your family, but you need to love yourself. You need to come from a place of strength, and strength comes from love. So start loving yourself, start taking care of your home, start taking care of your family. But first of all, take care of you. Wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair, moisturize your skin, take your makeup off at night, get to bed on time, sleep on clean sheets, have well cared for clothing, keep your nails clean, okay? Things like that. You'll feel better. And then you'll be a better person. You'll be nicer to other people because you don't feel like a martyr. I hope that helps you, Wendy. Amy said, good morning. Any tips for helping get my husband motivated to clean up outside? His shop is a mess and the yard just needs some TLC. He works so much and when he's home, he gets frustrated. Amy, sometimes those jobs require teamwork. And if you can say to him, honey, I'll be happy to help you get your shop in order. I can give you an hour of time on Saturday morning. You'd be surprised what the two of you can get done after you get your stuff done. You know, when you say, okay, if you're an at-home homemaker and you've got Saturday, you can give him an hour in the morning. If you're a payroll homemaker, you might have to give him an hour in the afternoon or an hour on Sunday afternoon, but you can give him some time that you can do it. Or you could say, we can work on the yard together. I'll be happy to pull weeds if you'll mow and edge or whatever. I'll blow or I'll mow and you blow, whatever. You know, it has to be because he works a full-time job and you work a full-time job, whether it's at home as a homemaker or as a payroll homemaker. An at-home homemaker or a payroll homemaker, that's your job. So you don't want to work in the grass any more than he does. You don't want to clean his office any more than he does because he's worked all week. So have some respect for him and nicely say, I'll be happy to help. And if he can't do it and you feel the energy to do it, I did my whole yard by myself many times because I enjoyed it. I loved it. I would do it on Saturdays and I worked full time, but I actually enjoyed that. My husband cannot stand yard work. I am not saying that he didn't do it. He did mow the yard, he did edge, he did blow, but there were times when he couldn't or didn't have the time and I would do it. So there's nothing that says that's a man's job unless he feels that it's his job and doesn't want you to do it, okay? And use care when you do that. Don't be careless. Okay. Yep, so he's overwhelmed. Okay, and that might help him. Just help him just get some little thing done and give him a little space of peace, okay? Robin McCowan, oh my gosh, could this be some sort of passive-aggressive thing? No, he's just tired. It's really hitting home with me. I think that might be my problem, no teamwork. Okay, and I've forgotten your name already at Wild Farm Life. Thank you for the great advice, Kat. Sometimes it's hard to keep it all balanced, and yes, our family farm is truly a blessing. Yes. Amy Martindale says, you are the best. Thank you so much. I'm going to try that for sure. Yes, Amy. Good. And don't expect miracles. Don't expect him to say, oh, that'd be great, hun. He might say, I don't want you messing with my stuff. And you say, okay. But you can go ahead and do the yard. Just don't even mention it. Just do it. When he comes home, it'll be done. And he'll say, he might not even notice, but he might. But you know what? It's important if you want it done to get it done. Okay? Okay. All right, girlies. Any questions? Any other things you want to talk about? Did I miss anybody's question? Make sure you're in live chat, not top chat. And I'll be happy to answer that question. What time are we doing? Okay, yeah, I've got 7 minutes before I can go. I have to go. I have a call. Tracy Grant, I have cleaned areas and my hubby has copied me. That's right. Sometimes that happens, and kids too. Diana said, thank you for emphasizing respecting our husbands. It's refreshing. Well, you know, my daughter shared something with me which I thought was really cool. There's a man named Emerson. Oh gosh, I can't think of his last name. Egg something. And he is, I think he's used to be a pastor, and now he writes about how, like a relationship counselor, and he emphasizes that God never tells women to love their husbands, and God never tells men to respect their spouses, their wives, because men, that's their center, is being respected and being a person of character. They want to be respected, and so when we say things to them that makes them feel like we don't respect them, that's when they get upset or mad or angry. And we don't have to be told to love our husbands because we're naturally loving. We have to be told to respect them. They have to be told to treat us with love, like Jesus loves the church. He's supposed to love us. So the question to ask yourself when you're communicating with your spouse is, am I treating him in a way that would does that make him feel respected? And his question is, does that make her feel loved? Now, you just can't go blab this out to your husband. He'll need to learn this. You know, you just can't say, hey, I found out this great thing, because there's more to it than that. But I just thought I would mention that. It's true. But I have always stressed respecting your husband. Like, don't mess with his stuff in the house. That's his stuff unless he asks you to do it. That's a form of respect. Okay, you wouldn't want him messing with your stuff. He probably wouldn't anyway, but he might, and you don't like that. Okay. Robin said, I was referring to me not keeping a clean house, not me being passive aggressive and not respecting myself or my house. Okay, Robin, and that's true too. It could be passive aggressive. Mostly I think it's just confusion and overwhelming. I don't think that you're being mean to yourself on purpose. I think that you just don't know what to do. I mean, here's the body posture. When we look around and we see our house is overwhelmingly awful, we go, okay, today's the day I'm going to do it. And then we sit on the couch and look at it and go, I don't know where to start. I don't want to do any of it. I'm not going to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll make a new plan. So you can't keep doing that. You have to say, okay, today I'm cleaning off the top of the dining room table. Or today I'm cleaning off my side table. Just something little. Someplace you can plant a flag and say, yes, that clear space was done by me, and that's going to stay that way. Okay? All right. Nancy Soretta said, I find that when I want something done, I do it myself if possible. That took an attitude shift on my part. That's right. If you want it done and no one else is doing it, sometimes you have to do it yourself, especially if it's your spouse. Um, because you don't, here's the thing. Do you want to fight or do you want to have fun? Do you want to be at peace? Because you can fight about everything or you can just do it and be happy, right? Okay. Gosh, there's lots of good comments on this. Pat used to hire a teenage boy with the yard for the yard work. That's a good idea too if you have it in your budget. Robin McCowan said yes. Amy Martindale said yes. Makes so much sense. I think that's why I don't push or ask, because I understand and respect that he's tired. I like the suggestion of mentioning a window of time for us to work together. Randy said that's me lately. Thank you. Val said, this has reminded me of all the underlying emotional hurdles that need to be dealt with on my part. Debbie Birchfield, enjoyed. Have a great Monday. Thank you, Debbie. Nice to have you. Diana Padilla said, very true. Your channel is a great example of Titus 2 ministry for teaching us in a modern and digital way. Thank you. Lisa Iao said, Kat, I would love a mini session with you to tackle my basement. I think your perspective might help me. How do I message you to arrange? Lisa, if you're in Patreon, I think you're a patron, just send me a message through Patreon, because that's how I help people. You have to be my patron first. She's in her apron. Good morning, Kimmy. Hi,
And
Kimmy.
she can leave a message on this video and I'll get it to you if she's not a patron. Do you think she is?
She has to be a patron to be mentored, and that's mentoring. So she needs to be in Patreon. Okay, a mini session. That's what she needs. So that's a Patreon session. All right. Good morning, Kimmy. So good to have you. I've been enjoying your videos. You look beautiful and you're eating healthy, and I'm so proud of you. Nancy Soretta. When I do things myself, it's because it shows my love. There you go. Amy Martindale, love you, Kat. Thank you so much. And I see Kimmy. Hi, Kimmy. Kimmy's the best. All right, girls, what time is it now? I've got 2 minutes before my next, for my first call of the day where I'm mentoring someone. So I need to go, but I hope you have a wonderful day. I really love talking to you. I look forward to next Monday. If you can, think of your questions during the week and write them down so you can not be just struggling to ask me questions, but that thing you forgot, if you've written it down, you won't forget. Sidetrack people forget. We get too many things on our minds. So write it down, and when you come, you can ask me the questions. All right, that's it for today. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I hope that you always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.